all volunteers.
All volunteers.
All volunteer band this entire day. You know what else I found out today? When I showed up here for my first rehearsal, turns out they've been rehearsing for months. And I went, wow, you guys are great for your first rehearsal. And they said, no, we've been doing this for months.
Yeah, there's that. The first 3 RCAF squadrons were sent to England in the first 6 months of 1940, with the first squadron arriving just in time to participate in the Battle of Britain.
Now, according to my trusty note.
Tell us.
Yeah, the ones you memorized. The RCAF overseas grew rapidly, establishing a strong presence with the British formations as fighters, coastal, and transport commands.
Yes. By late 1944, the RCAF had reached its peak with over 215,000 personnel in uniform. That's big.
That is huge.
It's huge.
You know what? We have a couple of VIPs in the audience tonight. More than a couple, but I'll say there's a couple in particular I want to shout out to. Tonight, we want to highlight the integral roles women played in the RCAF during World War II.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Yes. And to help do that, I'd love you to put your hands together again. Thank you for that applause. But here they are, my nieces, Lucy and Violet Webbing. Come on down to the stage.
Yay.
Come on. Here they go.
Here we go. Oh, they're over there.
Hey.
They were just trying to get the spotlight. Okay.
Live show. Didn't know where you were.
Yeah.
Here you are.
That's...
Hi, girls. Come on over. Let's find our light. Delicious. Hi, Lucy. Hello. Would you like to say hi to the audience? Hello. Hi, Violet.
Hi.
Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
So excited. They're so excited. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Okay, do you want to read us something? All right, nice and loud.
Despite the restrictions on women's participation in the war, some women managed to find a seat in the cockpit of an aircraft. Marion Orr attained her private pilot's license in 1940, and after working as an aircraft inspector and assistant air traffic controller, she made her way to England with fellow Canadian pilot Violet Milstead. Together they joined the Civilian Air Transport Auxiliary. These brave women were just 2 of the many female farriers who logged hundreds of hours bringing aircraft from factories to airfields during World War II.
I love it. And Orr and Milstead were both inducted into Canada's Aviation Hall of Fame, which is pretty cool. Thanks, girls. One. Women pilots! Cheers. Thank you. Big round of applause. There we go.
So I was building model airplanes in my spare time, so I naturally joined the Air Force. I grew up on the farm. I knew all about guns. I was a hunter. I was running around shooting partridge when I was 10 or 11 years old. They just sent me to train as an air gunner. I never really felt afraid. Now don't tell me why. I just said, well, this job got to be done. I flew 11 daylights, and the other 11 were all night raids. We were fairly lucky. We were in 3 group, and the only really long one we had was Dresden. There were other ones, but the Germans started moving their factories farther into Europe later in the war because they wanted to get away from the bombing. On one flight, I can remember, there were 63 bombers like ours shot down on that one raid. It was just a chance thing, you know, where you happened to be. I can remember on one trip I was flying, we got up to about 20,000 feet and we're closing into the point where we were going to drop the bombs, you see. And, you know, the Germans were really good with ACAC. They put those shells up there. When they fired that shell, it was set to explode at your height. So they'd fire 3 or 4 shells, you see, in a block. And they would hit where you were bombing from. They knew that. It always amazes me. Another aircraft got hit above us, and pieces came down and damaged our tail fin, and could just as easily have broken it off, and then we'd have been gone. I can see everything. I'm a tail gunner, and so I just out of the nowhere said, you know, those people down there are trying to kill us.